Good morning students. In today's class we are going to see about a vocabulary junction. In vocabulary junction we are going to see about the measure words. Okay, I have written the lines from the story A Question of Grammar. Let's read that. Okay, they ate 2 bowls of cold vegetables, a joint of meat, 2 parts of honey, 3 dozens oranges, 3 loaves and 2 gallons of grapes juice. Okay, so this is the lines from the from our story. Okay, so here I have underlined some words. Now read the word bowls, joint, pots, dozens, loaves, gallons. Okay, so these underlined words, they tell us the quantity of the uncountable noun they are describing. That is known as the measure words. Okay, so what's in measure words? Measure words. So we are in today's class we are seeing about the measure words, right? So what is in measure words? The measure words are used to quantify the uncountable nouns. Measure words are used to quantify the uncountable nouns. Okay, what is the measure words? Measure words are used to quantify the uncountable noun. Okay, what's an uncountable noun? The noun that cannot be counted is known as the uncountable noun. The noun which cannot be countable is known as the uncountable nouns. Okay, measure words are used to quantify the uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns வந்து quantify பண்றதா வந்து என்னது measure words. Okay, so measure words are used to quantify the uncountable nouns. Okay, now see here, what are the uncountable nouns in this line? Can you tell? That is a cold vegetables, meat, honey, oranges, grape juice. So these are the uncountable nouns. Okay, the underlined words, they tell us the quantity of uncountable nouns. See here, bowl of cold vegetables. Here cold vegetable is the uncountable noun, so they are used to quantify the uncountable noun. The bowls that is used to quantify the uncountable noun cold vegetables. So see here, a joint of meat. Here meat is an uncountable noun. Okay, so the joint they used to quantify the uncountable noun, that is a meat. Okay, then 2 parts of honey. Honey is the uncountable noun. Here the part is quantifying the uncountable noun. Parts, they quantifying the uncountable noun. And 3 dozen oranges. Oranges is an uncountable noun, so the dozen it's quantifying the uncountable nouns. And 3 loaves and 2 gallons of grape juice. Grape juice is an uncountable noun. Okay, they are the gallons, they quantifying the uncountable nouns. That is known as the measure words. The underlined words, they tells us the quantity of uncountable nouns. Okay, these are known as the measure words. Okay, now see, what are the uncountable nouns that you know? Uncountable nouns. So when we are talking about the uncountable nouns, okay, when we are talking about the uncountable noun such as what are the uncountable nouns you have known? That is rice, water, rain, ice, cotton, coffee, soap, then shampoo, so etc. So these are the uncountable nouns. When we are talking about the uncountable nouns, it is common to use the measure words to indicate how much of the substances you are referring to. Okay, so these are all the uncountable nouns. For these uncountable nouns, we will be using the measure words. Why we are using the measure words? To indicate how much of the substances you are referring to. So if you are taking the rice means how much of the substances you are taking the rice. For that we will be using the measure words. So students, have you clear with it? When we are talking about the uncountable nouns such as these are the examples. So for this, it is common to use the measure words to indicate how much of the substances you are referring to. So for example, if you are taking a water, if you want to quantify the water means we will be using a measure words. Okay. Now you will come to understand by seeing the examples. Okay. For this, I am going to write the examples of measure words. Example for measure words. By seeing the example, you come to understand. So the uncountable noun is first one, rice. So how you will measure the rice? How you will quantify the uncountable noun? By using the measure words. So we can write a bowl of rice. A bowl of rice. So this is the measure words. A bowl of rice is the measure words. Then you see water. What is that? Uncountable noun. Okay. How we quantify the water? That is a glass of water. Okay. Yeah. Glass of water. We will say what? A glass of water. So this is a measure words. Then see in the next one, rain. How will we say in a measure words? A drop of rain. Okay. A drop of rain. Then next, how we will say for ice, the measure words? That's a cube of ice. Okay. A cube of ice. Then next, cotton, a ball of cotton. Okay. A ball of cotton. Then next, coffee. How we will quantify the uncountable noun coffee? A cup of coffee. Okay. A cup of coffee. A cup of coffee. The next one, soap. How we will say? A bar of soap. Okay. A bar of soap. Then for shampoo, how we will say? A container of shampoo. A container of shampoo. So these are the examples for the measure words. Okay, when we are talking about the uncountable nouns, it is common to use the measure words. So why we are using the measure words means to indicate how much of the substances you are referring to. For example, if you are taking an uncountable noun, that is a rice, how much quantity you are taking. So water also, how much quantity of water you are taking. Rain, how much quantity of rain it has. So like that, for this we will be using the measure words. These are some of the examples of the measure words. A bowl of rice, a glass of water, a drop of rain, a cube of ice, a ball of cotton, a cup of coffee, a bar of soap, a container of shampoo. So these are all the measure words. Here what is the uncountable noun? Rice, water, rain, ice, cotton, coffee, soap, shampoo, or the uncountable nouns. For the uncountable nouns, we are using the measure words to quantify how much of the substances you are referring to. Okay. So what's the measure words? Measure words are used to quantify the uncountable nouns. Okay. Now we shall see some more example words. So I have written the example of the measure words here. So in the book they are given some of the measure words. Now see this picture. Okay. Let's look at some examples. These are the examples of the measure words. Okay. We can see that. Here they are given a list of measure words. Okay. Let's see that. First one, a dish of spaghetti. A dish of spaghetti. A grain of sand. A grain of sand. A skein of yarn. Then next, a carton of ice cream or milk. Okay, a carton of ice cream or milk. A head of lettuce or cabbage. A head of lettuce or cabbage. A head of lettuce or cabbage. A drop of rain. Next one, a loaf of bread. A clove of garlic. A gallon of juice or milk. Okay, a gallon of juice or milk. The next one, a pound or joint of meat. A bar of chocolate or soap. A sheet, pad, piece of paper. A sheet or pad or piece of paper. The next one, a kernel or ear of corn. A kernel or ear of corn. A strip of tablets. A roll of tape, toilet papers. A roll of tape or toilet paper. The next one, a piece of chalk. An item of clothing. An item of clothing. The next, a bottle of glue. The next one, a spool of thread. A spool of thread. Next one, a blade, tuft, patch of grass. A blade or tuft or patch of grass. The next one, a ball of cotton. A ball of cotton. So these are the examples of the measure words. Okay. So here what can you find out? What are the uncountable nouns here? Now I will tell you the uncountable nouns in this sentences. Okay. In this measure words. Okay. First one, spaghetti, sand, yarn, ice cream, milk, lettuce, cabbage, rain, bread, garlic, juice, milk, meat, chocolate, soap, paper, corn, tablets, tape, toilet paper, chalk, clothing, glue, thread, grass, cotton. So these are the uncountable nouns. Okay. These are the uncountable nouns in this words. Okay. The measure words are used to quantify the uncountable nouns. Students, are you all clear with the example one? So here I have given the example on the one, and this one it's given in your book. So now look at this picture. Here are some abstract nouns which are also describing using the measure words. Okay, not only the uncountable nouns but also an abstract noun also we will be using the measure words. Okay, now till now we have seen the measure words for the uncountable noun, but in this tabular column they are given the abstract noun. For the abstract noun, how you will be using the measure words. So this was given in the tabular column. Okay. First one, a myriad of images. A myriad of images. The next, a grain of truth. A grain of truth. An iota of shame or difference. A piece of information. A piece of advice. An item of news. Okay. These are the abstract noun for the measure words. Okay. So can you find out what are the abstract noun here? They are the images, truth, shame, difference, information, advice, news. These are all the abstract noun. For the abstract noun, they are using the measure words. Okay. Students, have you clear with this? Now we can do the exercise. So this is a book back exercise for you. Okay. First one. Select the nouns that can be used with all the three measured phrases. Okay. So here they are given the three measured words. So for the three measurements, which is the common one, you have to choose and write that. Okay. First one, a cotton of, a bowl of, a scoop of. So what's the common for these measure words? So it's an ice cream, a cotton of ice cream, a bowl of ice cream, a scoop of ice cream. So ice cream is the correct one. Ice cream. The next be a pound of, a kilo of, a joint of. For this, which is the common one? The common one is meat. We will be saying a pound of meat, a kilo of meat, a joint of meat. Okay, meat. Meat is the correct one. Then C, a grain of, a patch of, a strip of. A grain of, a patch of, a strip of. So which is the common one? Sand is the common one. We will be saying as a grain of sand, a patch of sand, a strip of sand. Okay, sand. Then D and E is the homework for you. You have to choose the common one. Okay, D and E are the homework. Then see the second exercise. Unscramble the nouns and the measure words and make sentences on your own. Okay, you have to unscramble the noun and the measure words, and after making that you have to make the sentences on your own. Okay, first one, see here we have to unscramble the noun and the measure words. So can you guess what is it? Second, A1. Can you tell what is it? So it's a piece of jewelry. You have to unscramble the nouns and the measure words. Okay, here a piece of jewelry. Here what's a noun here? Jewelry is a noun here, and the measure word is piece. Okay, now we have unscrambled the word like a piece of jewelry. A piece of jewelry. So after unscramble the nouns and the measure words, you have to make sentences on your own. How we can make sentences? It can be on your own. Okay, can we take this piece of jewelry is mine? Okay, the sentences is sentence, this piece of jewelry is mine. This piece of jewelry is mine. Then next, B1. So now unscramble the noun and the measure words. So it's a tuft of grass. Okay, a tuft of grass. A tuft of a grass. Okay, so here what's a noun? Noun is the grass and the measure words is the tuft. Okay, now we have unscrambled. Okay, now after that you have to make a sentences. How we can make the sentence? We can write, ask the gardener to trim this tuft of grass. Okay, ask the gardener to trim. Trim means cut into a shape. Trim means to cut into a shape. Trim this tuft of grass. What do you mean by tuft? Tuft means at the bottom there will be unwanted grass and the hair growth will be there in the plant. On the bottom there will be unwanted grasses, hairs or form. So that is known as the tuft. So here they are in the sentences. What the meaning is, ask the gardener to cut the tuft of the grass. The tuft is the unwanted part. Unwanted grass, unwanted hairs are formed at the bottom. So ask the gardener to cut that like that. This meaning sentences is this only. Ask gardener to trim this tuft of grass. The next one, C, D, E are the homework for you. C, D, E are the homework one. Okay, have to do as the homework, and this two as the homework. Okay, first we have to unscramble the noun and the measure words. After you have done, you have to make the sentences on your own. You can look these as an example one. Okay, and you can do it. Then third one, fill in the blanks with the correct measure phrases. You have to fill with the measure words. Okay, A, you would not have repeated the same mistake twice if you had an dash. and iota of shame is the answer. Okay, so you would not have repeated the same mistake twice if you had a iota of shame. And iota of shame. Then next B, I need a dash to wipe my makeup. I need a dash to wipe my makeup. I need a ball of cotton to wipe my makeup. Okay, a ball of cotton. Then C, the medicine the doctor prescribed is very expensive. Each dash cost 1,000 rupees. So the answer is a strip of tablets. Okay, the medicine that the doctor prescribed is very expensive. Each strip of tablets, the tablet is very costly. Okay, each strip of tablet cost 1,000 rupees. A strip of tablet, each strip of tablet, each strip of tablets. Then D, these dash means nothing by themselves, but if one could put them together, one could be able to solve the mystery. These piece of information, the piece of information is the answer. These piece of information means nothing by themselves. The information is nothing, okay, by themselves, but if one would put them together, if somebody else talk very differently, means differently one could be able to solve the mystery. Okay, these pieces of information, these pieces of information. Then next E, let me give you dash. Always listen to your heart. So always listen to your heart. They are giving the advice. So how we can write? Let me give you a piece of advice. Okay, a piece of advice. So let me give you a piece of advice. Always listen to your heart. The next F, the teacher was looking for a dash, but there were none on her table. The teacher was looking for a dash. The teacher will be having what? The teacher will be having a chalk. So how we can write the chalk for the measure words? A piece of chalk. Okay, the teacher was looking for a piece of chalk, but there were none on her table. Okay, a piece of chalk. Okay, an iota of shame, a ball of cotton, a strip of tablets, pieces of information, piece of advice, piece of chalk. Okay, so I have to do in first one D and E as the homework, and in the second one C, D, E as the homework. You have to uncouple the noun and the measure words, and after you have done, you have to make a sentences on your own. Okay, so what we have seen today, we have seen about the measure words. Okay, what's a measure words? Measure words are used to quantify the uncountable nouns. Quantify the uncountable nouns. For that we have seen several examples. I said like a drop of rain, a cube of ice, a glass of water, a bar of soap. Like that we have seen many examples, and also we have practices some of the exercises, and what are the things I have marked, you have to do as the homework. Thank you.